I told you I'm eating pasta. Look at this. This is Mrs. D's doing. Wonderful, wonderful. Chicken penne pasta. Chicken pesto penne pasta. How are you, by the way? I hope by the time that I'm done with this, I have penne and pasta. Penne is pasta. Penne and pesto just all over me. Bob Steele coming in. Morning, Bob. I was hoping you'd be streaming tonight. There we are. Welcome, everybody, to the Domino Den. I will try and remember that. It's gonna take a while. Happy Tuesday. Well, Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on where you're from, joining us. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming, all that stuff. I'm just enjoying some pasta. Man, what a weekend. Hope you had a good one. I had the privilege of leading a men's retreat with my friend, about 40 guys, up near Lake Michigan. Man, what a rich time. learning more about Jesus, learning more about ourselves, learning more about each other. There were a bunch of guys in need of some prayer, and man, just what an amazing time to be with my friends. And Bob says, almost time for Happy Tuesday here, just come midnight. Happy Tuesday. For those of you who don't know our friend Bob over on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch, welcome. We are a multi-stream. We do stream over on YouTube as well, but we love it here on Twitch because that's what we have to say so that we don't get our stream shut down. Our friend Bob over on YouTube invited us into our online society that we're a part of. So we'll be playing in an hour. We'll be playing our new online society match for tonight. In the meantime, I wanted to get some practice in on that course. Now, Bob, you'll have to tell me, is that verboten or not? Getting some practice in before I actually play the match. I have our course loaded up here. I've got pasta. I've got a water jug behind me. It is relatively cooler than it was last Thursday. Or no, last Tuesday, that's right. Yeah, coming off a weekend like I had, man, I can't do anything but just praise God for the transformation in the guys' lives that I saw. And man, I just love to start us off in prayer before we get started, and just love the time I get to spend with you guys. So Lord, I thank you for this time. I thank you for the opportunity that you've given me, the technology that you've given me to be able to minister to people and to be a witness of what you have done in my life, the sin that you have forgiven in my life, the new heart that you have given me, the new mind that you've given me, and the new life, Jesus, that you have given me. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be pleasing to you, Lord. Allow me the words to say to whoever comes into the Domino Den tonight. Allow me to speak with boldness, speak with love, speak with grace and mercy. It is in your mighty name I pray. Amen. Man, Bob says, it's always a good idea. Well, Bob, I have not done that. I have not done that until the last match that I played. I did well after a practice round, and well, yeah, the last one, I mean, you just went off and like scored the best round ever. It was insane. Congratulations. That was, I was watching your go, you know, not really a ghost, but your score tracking with mine, and I'm like, oh man, Bob's not missing. 17 under. And I will say, for those of you who aren't a part of a online society, it's really challenging to be able to play well, but also play like coherently. I'm so used to just like, in my career, just fast forwarding. I know, I saw that, I saw the message that you put. Yeah, it's one of those times where I wish I could see the whole match, you know, it's in its entirety. Well, I'm going to play some practice rounds. I'm also going to eat the rest of my pasta. We should have had a pasta counter over here every time I said the word pasta tonight, but Mrs. D makes the best pasta. And as 0% Italian, I should know. What's up with stuff? Oh, for those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. I should have like a redemption board every time for the next month I say Domino House instead of Domino Den. I also feel like I'm coming down with a cold, which is never good. All right. My points won every shot and putter was on fire, which probably means I'll struggle to get to this part. Honestly, I have seen my putting be either really good or really poopy. There's nothing in between for whatever reason. Gladro coming in. Don't sneeze on anyone. I will try not to, but okay. I also noticed the other day when I played I'm gonna put swing difficulty to master. That way I can still have the wind. Because there were times where I was like, oh, I'm in between a club here, and I really wish I knew the wind specific mile per hour. I'm gonna put my cans on here. Bob says, this is a beautiful course. I saw Sandgroper played on his channel. Looked like a beautiful course. Okay, enjoyable. We shall see. I also figured out that I'm not going to go for power drive. I feel like a lot of my mistakes have come from trying to tag one down there at 400 yards. Super headwind. Ooh, a little quad. I like that. I'll take that quad.
Perfect swing.
My society, the wind is set to low on this one. Oh, rats. I might as well restart. I'm only in the first hole, so I can restart really easily. New local. Settings. A lot of the courses I choose need strategic play. I know. I have a feeling that I need to get that through my head more. I'm imagining it's 4. Wind speed. You said low. Okay. Yeah, I need to start figuring out that bomb and gouge doesn't really work on every course, no matter how much I want it to. Okay. Ooh, what happened to them? My rhythm was severely off on that one. Ouch. Okay. I really need to be taking notes, to be honest. I feel like I should. I have been also relying on the long, not the long flop, but the medium flop on this a lot. This is Architect's Maze course as well. One of the best and most realistic designers in the game. Right on. I'm excited. Let's see how off I am on putting. Okay, I like that. Par. Should have been birdie, but oh well. I used all 3 flop chops. Honestly, the one that I haven't really dialed in is the long flop. Kick left. Okay, yeah, right through. That's fine. Well, solid start through 1 hole. There's 17 left for me to completely ruin, so I also need to come back over here now that I have my headphones on. Isn't it amazing that you think you'd be able to speak the same volume all the time, but once you put your cans on, it's just like, forget about it. Forget about it. I feel like the wind is going to help here. Severe downslope, though. Let's pull it back just a little bit. Ooh, little quad. Not even close to getting up on the hill, though.
Perfect swing.
Okay. Yeah, so like right here, the super flop. I mean, the pitching wedge gets there, but... Okay. I feel like my rhythm is a little bit off. Up 25. That is just over 8. But it's a 4-iron. And with a prevailing wind. Another quad. My timing wasn't off on that one. However, my aim was. Oh, stay there, please. Yeah, there's no way this is going to be clean. Eek. Cut to the right. Let's stink and go. What a putt. I'm doing horribly, though. I have missed the green on all of my approaches. So normally that would trigger in my mind to do something different. Ooh. Yeah, it was not too bad. That putt was not too bad at all. I don't know why I'm getting all these quads. Normally I do not. What is going on? I'll hit that one though.
Perfect swing.
All right, okay, so huge left to right, ball's above my feet. Cut that in. Nope, didn't cut it as much. Well, I pushed the poop out of it. So see if I can lob it and just put it right here. I think what will happen is the rough penalty and the uphill will kind of stop it early. Exactly what I planned. That was going to come out so soft. Roll on out, baby. Okay. Not my best for a par 5. I'll take it, though. At least I'm consistent. Consistently par. I mean, that is average, really, if you think about it. Oh, yeah. We're driving it. See, there my rhythm was fast, and I underswung it. That was like inches from being really great. See, here's what I miss. I used to have the spinner shot on here, on this build. That would have been perfect for this. But no. Someone wanted to add power drive instead. Once again, inches from being amazing. Bob says consistency is the name of the game in golf. That's true. Feels better to be consistently under par, though. Especially in a video game, right? I mean... And we will ban hammer that person. The ban hammer comes down in Twitch. Yeah, Bob, you're absolutely right. It feels better to be... Oh, tattooed it. I don't think that 1%, that 1 degree push is going to matter. Hopefully it doesn't. Hit the rock. My calculations were perfect. Yeah, I know. Spinner, I should put it back in. I really should. Turn the game up in my ears. All right. See, I don't think I've watched enough Cockster to see if he gets those kind of lucky bounces, does he? All right, so 30 up. Huge headwind. See, there's a more consistent rhythm than what I'm used to. Oh, wow. That thing rolled. Play it right here. It'll funnel down. Oh, sit down. Sit down. That was almost the best lob I've ever hit in my life. And I almost rimmed it on the right side. In the Scotland Highlands, an unbelievable Cinderella story. See, I was expecting it to hit it over the tall grass. Cockster gets loads of good bounces, but he's so good at this game and gets so many of them. I'm not sure you can call it luck. Skill. Lucky skill. All right, 19 down, but there's a headwind. Yeah. Not sure if that headwind played into it as much as I thought it did. Turn right. All right. I think at least my putting is on. I don't know why. Normally, for those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. I just said Domino House. Oh no. Welcome to the Domino Den. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are getting ready for our online society match. I don't know what I was going to say. Probably something prolific. Yeah, knockdown's not going to get there. I feel like playing it safe. I'm gonna test playing it safe. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I normally do not get. Don't let your eyes deceive you. I don't normally get this many perfect shots, this many quad perfects. Yeah, another chance right here for there to be an amazing spinner shot, but because the lob just rolls out just a little too much, you know. Well, Bob over on YouTube says, well, a den is a type of a house, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know if it's an upgrade or a downgrade in name. I know in looks it's an upgrade, but okay. Ooh. That one burned. Or a bear. A bear has a den too, right? Kids! Kids, what other animals have dens? A giraffe. Oh, come on. 62-degree wedge, when used correctly, does that. However, I do not use it correctly very often, so it never does that. I do not have it bite that much, like, ever, which is crazy. I'll tell you what, though, my putting, at least my aim has been on point, which is good. All right, 1 under through 9. I know I'll need at least one more match to get the feel of it. Probably when I'm not shoving my face full of pasta. But it's good pasta. Beard check. All right, up to 41. I mean, that's 11, 12, 13, almost 14 up. The wind is going to help. So I'm going to do a 7-iron choked, just because the wind might help this. Seeing you play this, I'm getting increasingly worried about my round. Ah, don't be worried. Remember, you're a better golfer than I am. You've consistently put up better scores than I have in this society, so... Well, that was good pace. Well, maybe not. Left it 6 feet past. Yeah, I don't think you have anything to worry about, my friend. See, this is where, knowing that it's 60 down, I want to just slam it down the hill there. Bob says it's only recent since I changed my controller. Did you change to the Game Sir? Is that what it was? The G7? By the way, everybody, we have a video. I'm hoping to be done with it on, by Saturday. Anyway, the object is always beat Keegan. I agree. The hope is to be done with the video by Saturday, which means a lot of writing and editing. But it is a controller review coming up on Saturday. It's more of a controller accessory review, but it's the first time I'm really doing a testing style review. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, are you kidding me? How does that not fall? Bush League, eh? So, Bob, being our resident Scot, is this a real place? I'm assuming Glenburn is like the region, Or is it actually a, like, Glenburn Country Club or something? I'm surprised the wind took that one. There's only 6 miles an hour difference. Very rarely do we get quad perfects on putts. Okay. I feel like clubbing down twice. I feel like that's the thing to remember on that one. Although I did overshoot it. I think it's fictional. Architect Maze has quite an imagination. This looks like an amazing links course. Once again, rhythm is down. Yeah, pretty even. Way down on that one. I have a feeling it's because I slowed down my backswing. On that one, at least I felt it. I'm glad that stayed up. Ugh. Okay, so it's definitely approach shots I need to work on. I'm going to keep that in mind in this next go through here. Underswinging. Oh, get out of there. Yes, I looked it up. It's fictional. There is a Glenburn lodge, but there's no golf course there. So is Glenburn the city, or is it like the region? Most of the times here in America, we have golf courses named... sometimes they're named after cities. A lot of times they're named after either random things or something around the... Oh boy. The walk of shame right there, right back to my own feet. Just a stately home, I think. Nice. Don't you roll. Big hills with lots of private land surrounded it. There we go. Yeah, we're at least I don't know how many Americans are used to the idea of an estate, but I've watched enough Downton Abbey. I want to at least see what's possible here. Okay, don't try and drive that. Just the moss left here. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. It needs. That was one of your late mom's favorites. I really loved before they did the movies. I really loved like the first season, the second season. For me, it kind of dipped down a little bit after the third season, I think personally, but Okay, well, we're just gonna be delicate with those putts when it comes to the real thing. Wasn't my cup of tea. I can understand that. I didn't, to be honest, Mrs. D started watching it before I met her, and then she got me hooked on it. So it wasn't when I first started watching it, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But then I really got into it. Okay, choked approach. How far can we go forward? See, I don't know if that's going to be helped by the wind or not. Nope. Ugh. I can tell that something's off with my rhythm. But there, perfect. Okay, I've been playing a little bit too much break, I think, because there it didn't break at all. My mom got me hooked on a few other things, but Down Abbey wasn't one of them. What were some of her other shows, Bob, that she liked? I think the wind is going to help it here. Got a stick. No, too far down. That's all right. Perfect swing anyway, though.
Perfect swing.
Catch it. If I could just putt like that the whole time, you know? Yeah, that water ball and then the multiple hits onto the green a couple holes ago. I think that's probably where I got. The last thing she got me hooked on before she passed was the Punisher, believe it or not. Wow, is that the one with what's his name? He's in like all the, not gangster movies, but he's in all of the like gritty crime stuff nowadays. Her favorite was Columbo. There you go. One of Peter Falk's finest. See here, I think flop would be better and for me to just pull it back. Of course. Nope, left side. Those are the kind of shots that I need a little bit of luck on, a little bit of chance. John something? John J? John? I'll think of it. John Barenthal? John Barenthal? Okay, I don't think it will be as bad as this because I've learned a lot. Yeah, John Barenthal. Okay, yeah. Played the main character. I'm one of those weird guys that remembers guys. I remember actors' names, but then I have a hard time sometimes putting the right name together with the actor. Okay. I need to go to my player and add in the spinner. I think I have enough for a redo. Getting hot up here. Okay. Boom. Skills. Confirm. Well, we're going to want tee shot. And typically we want choke tee shot. We're going to want approach. And typically we are going to want choked approach. See, for spinner, I have to go down with regular pitch and go through runner, which I didn't want to do. And I feel like I need to get knocked down. The series was a spin-off of Marvel's Daredevil. Oh yeah, both the choke shots are essential. Yeah, I have not watched many of Marvel's latest, both movie and TV. I don't know. There's just something stopping me there. Do that and that. Don't use punch a lot. Maybe I should start. Pick is down here. I will go the... See, I'm not in trouble very often from fairway bunkers. So I'll go blast this time. Green. Regular putt. And then I do not need anything other than... Sometimes I do use chip. Nate coming in. Nate saying, yes, king. Zaddy says hi. Zaddy. I'm unfamiliar with Zaddy, Nate. But how are you? Welcome. Big shot is another essential. Oh, I know. So clutch. Especially in higher banked bunkers, like the pot bunkers. Crazy. How much I need it. Bob, it's my time to shine. We'll see, Nate. We'll see, man. I also was told by a birdie that someone said that they use what was it, green? Bump and run is their main way of getting onto the green with short shots. Crazy. Nate coming and say, do you play actual golf? I do. I am a golfer in real life, or at least I try. Someone say he tries. Yes, I try very hard. I was unable to get out a lot this summer though. I probably need to get out at least once before it turns to fall here. Handicap. Never had an official handicap, but my average score is mid 80s to low 90s. So probably 12, 16. Not very good at all. Especially considering that the last time I went golf, that's not true. The last time I went golfing was with my wife and my son, but the time before that, I had a nervous breakdown on hole 4, and my wife had to walk me. God bless her. My wife had to walk me back to the car. On 9? I very rarely. Here's the other thing too. I would love one year to do a handicap, but I very rarely play 18. I just have time for 9, you know. Bob said I had a handicap when I was 11 when I was 14 years old, but I hurt my back at 15 and couldn't play golf in real life. Bob, if you don't mind me asking, how'd you hurt your back? That sounds pretty serious. All right, off the tee, I think I have enough to get back to power drive. So I think we can have both power drive and the spinner. Knockdown for those other shots. I don't think I need recovery. I think I can actually buff up one of the other ones. Yeah, I played in high school and I'm a scratch golfer. Nate, you're a very blessed man then. I would love to play. VTech gave me an offer. I might be a Hokie. Take the offer. I don't have to be an expert to tell you. Take the offer. Bob said carrying a pile of books downstairs. One of my school teachers, for one of my school teachers at the time. Did you fall down the stairs then, Bob? Yeah, Nate, I would love to be, I would love to play enough to get to the point where I'm a scratch golfer. Or even single digit, you know, single digit handicap would be awesome, but. All right, I'm just double checking to make sure. I think I can use these on my pitch. All of those are complete. Don't need off the deck. Don't need recovery. Yeah, I can't believe someone said bump and run was their favorite shot coming into the green. I'm like, really? Does not seem to compute. Runner. No, my back just gave out. Oh, that still sucks though. I'm sorry, man. To not be able to play golf again. I hope the teacher gave you like a passing grade for the like rest of the semester or the term. Suffered intermittent sciatica ever since. Oof, man. I have a history of back problems because of my acting days. I used to not be smart in my younger years with my back, so. Okay, I have 24 left. I use Splash more than I use Blast, but to have them both, I think will be fine. Okay. Everybody just take a breather. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. No, not the Domino House. Scratch that. Reverse it. Welcome to the Domino Den. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Welcome. One and all. I need to adjust some audio things here, and I don't want to show you how the sausage is made, so welcome. For those of you who are just joining us and have no idea who I am, my name is Lux. I'm a family-friendly streamer. Play a lot of PGA Tour 2K25. However, coming up next week, excited. Battlefield 6. Can't wait. Can't wait. So hopefully I didn't lose all of the good things that I had going during the beta. But how are you? How was your weekend? Ready to start another week strong? As I was saying, if I accept the offer, my boyfriend might have to break up with me. Personal life comes first, Nate. I will say, I mean, you have to weigh it. You know, you have to weigh. Scholarships do not come often, so, you know, do what makes you happy so you won't regret it later. Man, Nate, I do not envy you. That's a tough position to be in. Yeah, to try and figure out a huge life, you know, a huge life decision like that. I only say scholarship because I know how much I needed, to focus on my studies, and to have a scholarship, man, because college is expensive. Liberty University gave me an offer, and it's closer to him. I mean, at that point, you weigh, you know, you obviously weigh your options. Some scholarships are more lucrative than others. All right, I think I have one more pre-match in me. Pre-match. So let me go back before we do our official online society. It's weird. I finished the round, but yet it said resume round. It's so weird. You said you acted. What did you act in? So I was a theater major at university, and so acted in theater, community theater, collegiate theater. Wanted to turn professional. Did a couple like student films for my friends who were in the film as film majors. But then became a follower of Christ, and my life drastically changed. So when I became a follower of Christ, it kind of changed the trajectory of my life. So I ended up becoming a pastor instead. So what part of the US do you live in? I live in West Michigan. For those of you familiar with the hand model of Michigan, here's Detroit over here, and here's where I am. And Chicago is there, just across the lake. All right, I need to figure out if the rhythm and consistencies were me, or I don't know. I'm tentatively gonna do this last. I mean, that's not as bad. We'll stay right there. Nate says, I'm an Ohio State fan, man. I mean, you know, we're all, we all have our, I shouldn't say anything. I'm no longer a sports fan. I had to give it up watching sports. Born in Cleveland, though. I was raised in Cincinnati, so I was a Southern Ohio person. I have to go, but you get a subscriber. Hey, Nate, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, I also need to figure out why I was coming up short on so many of the holes the last time. So if I hit let me think. If I hit pretty much every green, the ones that I hit at least and stayed there, I had a pretty good shot. So I think that's the key for me. No, cut too early. Rats. It was that close. Oh, that'd have been funny. That'd be funny if I missed it. All right. And I was able to get a few ideas on the holes that I can kind of go for it on. That was a members bounce if I've ever seen one. That was like, what, 30 yards into the thick stuff? All right, up 15, which is 5. And I don't want to play it short because it'll roll down that false front. Pretty hard right to left here as well. Played it short. Stay up there. Nice. I'm happy with that. I am happy. So last round, my approach shots were horrible, and my putts were great. Now, my putts are horrible, and my approach shots are great. I would love to find the medium, the in-between on that one. Starting out just like I did before. So I don't know what are you complaining about, Lux? 2-iron knockdown, that's not gonna get there. So I have to go 4-iron. Rhythm's still off on that one. I could tell. Please stay there. Ugh. I'm definitely not going to attempt this course until I've had a good 8 hours sleep. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Okay. I'm going to do a flop here. Knowing that I've been overpowering the flops. Oh, this close. I needed that birdie too. Man. I bet you Keegan's going to get like 10 under, 12 under. I wonder, last time I just went this way. I think I should probably do that again. Ooh, nice little quad.
Perfect swing.
Yeah, right down the chute. Okay, that's definitely the play on this one. 23, so that's just short of 8. I feel like I undercut it last time. But the 3-wood's gonna roll, right? Ooh, I like that. Kick left. What a shot that was. Watch me miss the eagle putt. Didn't miss it. Let's go. All right. I feel like I'm still making some rhythm inconsistencies, but so there's plenty of room that way. Even if I don't catch it here. I think I'm okay with that. I will play more conservatively when I go, though. Yes, I expect negative 10 or 12 under from Keegan. You never know Lone Wolf either. Yeah, he had a pretty good round the other night, too. He's not been on great form, but on the long run of scoring, he's better than 10 under. Or maybe, was it Lone Wolf? Or I don't remember who I saw that had a pretty good round. Okay, so this is where we wanted the spinner. For instances like this, although the spinner is not good out of the rough. So I have to remember that. Oh, Lord. Okay. 6 under for Lone Wolf on the last one. Well, it wasn't then. It wasn't that one then. Maybe I'm mistaken. I have been mistaken before. No. Lux, practice playing it smart. All right. Quad, I like that. Watch it go into the river still.
Perfect swing.
Okay, playing it short on this one. But then I've got so much elevation. 5-iron. Okay. Yeah, severe right to left. Get over the hill. Roll. Thank you. Okay. I like that. I like that shot. Okay. This time I'm underdoing it, I think. I saw a new guy playing. I think it was the one behind Keegan. Can't remember his name. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. It all jumbles up here together. Okay, 2 under through what? 6, 7? Through 6. Okay. A little bit of a push into the thick stuff. Okay. Pretty much just a rescue job there. I mean, I caught it cleaner than I thought I would. I think a regular flop will do. Okay, that's a pretty aggressive rescue there. Why do I always just try and be aggressive? I don't know. It goes against everything I've mentioned in my videos. I'm gonna go for it here. That might not turn over. Ugh. It's all right. Whoa. That rhythm was a little off. I haven't played a whole lot since, I know they did like a little patch, a little tweak yesterday. I didn't see the release notes for it though. Off the hill. Still 307s, just fine. And yet right there, perfect. Stare. Oh, I did the same exact thing before, didn't I? Except it was with a 62. All right. I think I'm just barely hanging on. I don't know. I think at any point I could collapse like a bunch of broccoli. Like a bunch of broccoli. A little bit of a hill here. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, better rhythm on that, but it was still too much. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. Domino Den. I used to have a Domino house, now I have a den. Anyway, welcome. Glad to see you. How was your weekend? We are just getting ready for our online society tournament for today. Having a short little practice round. But how are you? How can I encourage you? How can I pray for you? Good, bad, or indifferent, I'd love to hear from you. I feel like if I do it choked, though, it's going to land like right here and not roll up. We'll see. Once again, perfect rhythm. Yeah, it did not roll up that second tier. So I guess I have to like flight my 4-iron further into the sky. My rhythm inconsistencies aren't helped by my micro swing. So I know that. Unbelievable. Let's see, I clubbed down 2 here. Okay. pretty much the exact same spot that I had earlier. And I think I even quad perfect the putt and then left it there as well. This is oddly mimicking the last round here. Just checked, it was just you, me, Keegan, and Lone Wolf last round. The new guy was Riverbend. Geisler. Maybe that was it. Maybe I was thinking of that. A little bit of a push, but not enough to throw it off course. Unless... Oh, come on. Right into the side of the pot bunker. I got it out clean, but... Really? First time I could use my spinner, and it's too far. Nope, pot bunker. I knew as soon as I hit it. I should have learned my lesson from when I used to use my... When I used to use the spinner shot, I never played the shot unless I could get 100%. Never do a partial shot on a spinner. It's so hard to judge the timing of it and... Better on the rhythm. I am also going to come down here. Turn up my cooler. At least you're learning lessons. I think that's the key thing. If we've learned anything, it's to learn lessons for your round before you play it, rather than after you play it. Okay, that was probably the best approach shot I've had. Okay, I know I can at least score 2 eagles. So, that's 2 eagles I didn't have before, right? 5 under? Through what, 12, I think it was? I'm pretty good at partials on most of my shots, but they never seem to... I know. Just like they never seem to work from the rough. They never bite. The things that you've learned when you've hit a spinner that doesn't work consistently. This might be a perfect swing, but it also might be in... Oh, stop short. Oh, boy.
Perfect swing.
Please, somebody clip that. I'll do back on the line. At least I can get some fairway. I'll clip it myself. Okay, so here's the spinner shot that I need. This 100% right here, a little bit uphill, but the wind is also helping it here. And I chunked it. Oh boy. All right, par save here. Nope, right. I think, once again, I think I had that exact same putt. Yeah, because this is where I like 3-putted. All right, bogey on that one. It is what it is. I'm going to do a choked tee shot right here. Down the chute. Oh, dear. Bob says the wind does not affect spinners. That is good to know. Nope. I don't know why I tried to do that there. I don't think a pick is going to get out here. Oh, it did. I am very surprised at that one. Okay, so when I play this, this next round here, for everybody in chat, in Twitch land and YouTube land, remember, play conservative. I have to remember that. Oh, too much. I normally don't do chips. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love chips from the chip shop. Other than that. Oh, it's so hot up here. Okay. I can definitely drive at the distance here, like I did last time. And then 6 up with a 2-iron. I wonder if that will land right after the bunker. Yeah, okay. That's good to know. That was a great 2-iron, by the way. Little quad shot, little quad perfect.
Perfect swing.
For those of you who are American, chips are what Brits call fries. I think that's pretty, like, everybody knows that now, right? Like, here in America. One of the memories that is ingrained in my mind is playing FIFA. I think it was like 08 maybe, in college. I would just like play that all night, and there was one song in that soundtrack. I don't remember. I think I've looked it up before of who it was, but one of the lines was in the schoolyard, in the schoolyard, in the chip shop. And for whatever reason, whenever it came on in the soundtrack and like in the menus, that's all I remember. From the schoolyard to the chip shop. It was just very, yes, your chips are crisps. Yes. Our chips are usually thick and chunky. The best kind. All right. I think I'm ready. Are you ready? I think I'm ready here. I probably need to stand up. I don't know. We are going to attempt. We are going to attempt our online society match. Our online society match, and then I'm going to try and crank through the rest of the night. I'm going to try and crank through all of my challenges that are still not done, because I am in desperate need of Evo tools and VC. So let's hit this online society, though. I think I'm ready for it. Let's go. Remember, yes, remember the objective is to beat Keegan. No. The objective is play conservative. I've been trying to beat Keegan this entire time, and it hasn't worked. All right, here we go. Let's do this. In the schoolyard, in the chip shop. So yeah, every time I think of chips, that's the only thing I think of. Is that stupid song. FIFA 08 or FIFA 09 or something like that. All right, Glenburn. Bonnie, Scotland. Let's go. I'm glad this time I remembered to put my my good bag on, though. I think two tournaments ago I didn't put my I wasn't in my competitive bag. It was my leveling bag. All right, conservative. Except for this first drive. What a kick. You're putting me in the notion of frying myself up some chips. Hey man, I don't like to think of myself as an enabler. All right, so 4 up and then a little bit past. I do not want to come up short though. It's okay on rhythm. I'll take that. Okay, a little bit past the hole. Cut. Okay, there we go. 1 under. This is the best start I've had on this course so far, isn't it? All right, 9. See, here's the problem though. If I play conservative, I might end up hitting it into the bunker here, or going long and hitting it into that that stuff over there. Quad.
Perfect swing.
Quad choke shot to this the area over here. Haven't done that yet. If you need VC, don't forget to play the Impossible Challenge round coming in a week or so in society. Considering how few people play it, everybody should get VC to complete the round. I did not know that was coming up. What, pray tell, what is the Impossible Challenge? Is it like played on one of the Impossible courses or whatever? All right, 12 is 4. I always donate 5,000 VC to the Society Bank. Oh man, that's how you run a society, folks. Come on now. Generous man there. That's how we play an approach shot, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let's go. Let's not miss this putt though, Lux. That'd be so funny if I missed that. All right, 200 through 3. No, 200 through 2. Let's go. Pride goeth before destruction, Lux. Haughty spirit before a fall. Remember that. So 25. I think I've played this before, where I played a 4-iron and tried a choked and it didn't run up enough. So I'm going to play it up in the air more, just a tad, to see if it just stays up there. Sit. Okay, I like that. That's not too bad. A little bit of right to left here. Nope, missed it left. Rat farts. A hard custom very horse wins from the north. Very firm, very fast. So very similar to, for those of you who don't know, we have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/@LuxDomino. We did a short of that very same challenge. I think we call it the Hurricane Challenge. Predator 2. Oh. How horrible. As much as horrible as that that putt right there, what am I doing? I gotta focus. Imagine if I was really serious about this. I mean, I am serious, don't get me wrong. All right. What? Okay. Put it right up the chute there. I'm okay with that. 350? Okay, let's go. 24 up, which is 8, but it's a 3-wood, so it's going to roll. It's a theme course based on the movie Predator. I think we've talked about this. Man, I have the feeling of deja vu. Maybe it wasn't with you, Bob. Maybe it was with someone else. All right, 24. A little bit of left to right, but not much. I feel like I did a choked 3-wood earlier too, and it didn't get up there. It's got to come back real hard. Cut, cut, cut. Let's go. What an eagle. Oh, I don't know where I pulled that one from. No commenting on where I pulled that from. I'll take what is your butt for 500, Alex? Okay. Power drive. I don't mind if I go over here. I know, what a fantastic eagle that was. Oh, cut right. But don't go all the way down, please. I said don't go all the way down, please. Please? Alright. Really odd shot here. I'm thinking about doing a 62 degree. So 8 up, which is 75. Little bit of left to right because of the wind, but more because of the hill. Okay, I'm fine with that. I would play the lob shot from there. See, I second guess myself with the lob shot because it rolls out so much. But you're right, because of the elevation, it wouldn't roll out as much. But I second guess myself too much. All right, for birdie. Cut. Didn't cut. Mick, cut me. Cut me, Mick. Yeah, I played it a little to the left. A little too left, but... You know what we need to do right now? No. You learned your lesson. Conservative. Stop. Stop rolling. All right, that's fine. All right, that's 12. 7 iron. I think should be fine. I want to play the lob for shots. 65, 70 yards and pitches. I should start to think of it like that, though. Because I think of it in terms of trying to get it. Oh boy. I clubbed up and I didn't even get it up there. Okay, I need to get this close. Minimize the damage. Don't talk while I'm hitting a shot. When I'm playing it, okay, honestly, when I'm playing, I forget that, and I have learned this lesson before, everyone, that I should not be talking when I take a shot, but before and after. That's at least 400. Stop, 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 stop. Tree's gonna be in the way. Maybe not. So like right here, the spinner might, yeah, because I'm in the fairway. The spinner might work. But I also can do the lob, but it's going to hit this hill right here. And it's going to hit the tree. I thought about using the tree as kind of like a help it stop, but I just pushed my drive way too far, which is a bummer. Yeah, I wanted to play the spinner there, but I didn't want it to hit the tree, you know? That was my fault. I shouldn't have driven it. I shouldn't have been so aggressive on the drive. Because normally I had never caught that lucky bounce, so the tree hadn't been in my my shot before. All right, we're playing it safe. Knockdown shot to there. And spinner from here. Get on up there, baby. Let's go. Come on. I needed that. All right, Lux. Lux. Shut it. I would have just shaped the shot. Okay, so here's the thing. I have never been a shaper. For whatever reason, maybe it's because I played on bias swing for so long. I've had enough hard time trying to hit my bias swing. But you're right. I should have just shaped it around it. Doesn't affect your swing path. Right, because your swing path's locked, right? Here's the thing, though. I don't want to get into doing certain things for the society and then also having to forget them when I play ranked, you know? I don't know. It somewhat worked out, but... All right, up 23. 7. No, we'll call it 8. Little bit of wind. Yeah, the wind didn't really affect that at all. I usually don't shape shots either, but when there's an obstacle like that, you sometimes have to. That's true. I have not learned that lesson well enough. Get in the hole. Dead eye. Let's go, birdie. I'm going to be really intrigued to see how everybody else does in the society on this one. 42, 15. Playing 15, but it's an 8 iron. I'm going to play center of the green. A little too much club there. That said, it doesn't work. It doesn't often work for me. I very rarely have seen people shape shots well, like especially those little shots, you know. Yeah, to be fair, it's a tough course. I think the biggest hurdle with this course is elevation. I think if you dial in your elevation, and I haven't necessarily been because of where I've been hitting it from, but We'll see. We shall see. All right, conservative. You know, that's going to go right into the bunker, I feel like. Okay. Nope, bunker. Oh, just barely. And by bunker, I mean the other one. Yeah, lots of right to left. 2 iron approach. I feel like that might be okay here. If I can catch this hill here. Not the hill I wanted to catch. Let me know how I'm gonna get off. Let me know how I get on after I played it. I'll let you know how I get. I'll let you know how I get off later today for me. Yeah, I have seen your messages, by the way, on Steam. I haven't responded to any of them though, because I'm a horrible friend. No, but yeah, I'll be very intrigued to see what happens with everybody. Okay, played that a little under. Cut, has to cut, didn't cut. Why didn't it cut? No cut. Wow. To be able to reach the green for a birdie, I noticed. I'm sorry. To be able to reach the green for a birdie and then for eagle and then not be able to put it in the hole is just demoralizing, and I don't know where I was going with that one. Gotta slow down. I'll let you like, oh, okay. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't do anything weird like the other day. Man, I feel like before the back nine was where I lost a lot of my strokes as well. Rats. It's all right. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are finishing up our online society match tournament. Oh boy. Okay. Well, if we haven't met yet, here, scratch that, reverse it. If we haven't met yet, my name is I still screwed it up. Hi, I'm Lux. Let's play golf. Oh man. Okay, 13, 8 iron, and a little bit of headwind. I think the headwind, yeah, let's have a nice little birdie train. I think that wind is going to cancel out the, oh, I like that. Okay. Little perfect swing there.
Perfect swing.
Or a brighty train, whichever, man. You know, I got you. Tink, tink. Let's go. I gotta make up. So that was for the bogey. Oh. I think that's only my second quad perfect power shot of the night. All right, 35 up, which is 12. 8 iron there. Because I've got a little bit of left to right on the lie. Oh, stop right there. Okay, not too bad. Has to cut. Cut too much. Oh! At the very last second, I wondered if it was enough. I have really started to try and think of the putt breaking more early on in the break and then less after at the end of the break. All right, this is the one where I put it into the river. So I know I can't drive, and I know my ooh, quad. I've had a couple quads here straight up.
Swing.
9. A little bit of help from the wind here. Left to right off the hill. Sit on down and then stop. That was just too close. I know. Conservative. Thank you, Bob. Conservative, strategic. That's the buzzword for this round. That's the buzzword for this round. Strategic. That one hurt. I needed that one. Not just to keep the birdie train going, but I bet you Keegan will be able to do 10 under for sure. I think so, at least. I'm so used to talking and not focusing on something. Thank you, and don't talk while I hit the shot. Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay, so 12. That's 10 with a little bit of help. I mean, I'm glad it stayed up there. That was almost amazing. Keegan will be likely to be playing this at the moment as well. He usually plays very early. Yeah, it's definitely been my putting. My putting has let me down. Because I feel like my approach shots have been okay. All right, 28. Which is 7. No. 9. I can't do division. Dr. Chapinski. I very rarely do that, but there was no way I was going to try and putt that. This probably is over. Yeah. I just did not want to flirt with that front berm there. Cut back. Cut back. There's been a lot of putts like that, just barely breaking off the right or left. Okay, that's all right. Par 5 coming up. Big old power swing here. Okay. 18, so 9 up, but it's a 2-iron. I think I've played the 2-iron here. And it's hit just in front. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I know, so many close putts. I think that's... Honestly, I think almost all... Except for the one that had the buildings. There I was too aggressive. Okay, birdie to finish it off. I think that's totally fine. 67. Man, it is what it is. Still under par. Happy about that. I think the big thing that I'm lacking especially in these society is knowing that everything's going to be cranked up, firmness and speed. So knowing that I can't come in soft with a long iron, you know, and play conservatively from there. But 5 under. What can you do? Well, clearly, Lux, you can do 5 under. All right, 500 better than poking the eye, man, with blunt instrument. That's true. Is that a Scottish saying, my friend? I am going to do the rest of the challenges. I was trying to play the challenges earlier, and I think via our friend Bob over on YouTube. By the way, we are multi-streaming on twitch.tv/LuxDomino and youtube.com/@LuxDomino. But we'd really love twitch.tv, just in case they're listening. We got done, I think, pretty much all of the Ryder Cup one that they had. Let me double check. Oh no, we still have one to do in the Ryder Cup, but I was flying through some of these earlier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our tip from our friend Bob, and I'm going to switch to perfect swing. No, the Scottish saying is the poke in the eye with a sharp stick, but that's a little too nasty for my liking. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something American that we would have very similar to that, but my memory is failing me at this point. So we're gonna make the difficulty down to perfect swing. That way we can fly through these the rest of the night and hopefully get at least like 1 or 2 Evo tools out of it. I mean, so thank you, Bob, for letting us know that this is the easiest way to play this. All right, so finish the round with a score of 2 under or better. Get up and down 5 times, score 7 greens in regulation. Okay. Yeah, for those of you who haven't done the challenges yet, for sure, they take very little time when you put perfect swing on. So why struggle, you know? At least that's what I'm saying. Why struggle? Thank you. Yeah, I think like we have a saying like here's mud in your eye. Oh, no, that's not really. I don't know. I need to have like a book of American colloquialisms just for this occasion. Oh yeah, this is just gonna be fly by the seat of our pants. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino Den. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are finally putting an end to those pesky challenges. We have a hot tip that if we do them all on perfect shot, they take not nearly as long. And I would concur so far. If we haven't met yet, my name's Lux. I'm a family-friendly streamer. I swear I've not been drinking alcohol tonight. I'm a family-friendly streamer, play a lot of PGA Tour 2K25. Next week, I'm excited. Battlefield 6 officially launching. Although, how busy will the servers be? Probably very busy. But how are you? How was your weekend? I'd love to hear from you. Join us in the chat. Let me know where you're joining us from. Bob over on YouTube says if you want to use them for practice, you can always go back to them on harder difficulty later and get the rewards on the perfect swing. I really think that I will not be coming back to these. I really believe that. All right, coming out of the rough, it'll fly, and it will not spin. See if we can get this long putt No. Man. This is probably the worst hole I've played on any of these challenges. Gary, did you see that? I don't know what happened. Remember, you can press X on your controller to see the putt preview as well. Oh, yeah, that's true. I've just been rocking it for so long without the putt preview. I mean, I don't want to cheat completely, right? I mean, using my resources. I don't want to completely use my resources. Yeah, I haven't played because I've been using my practice rounds for the society. I haven't really done a normal, like, one of my old ranked practice matches in a while, so I probably need to do that, especially to get my oh boy, flubbed that one. I mean, it's okay. Probably to get my eye on for putting for the society. I think I need to start using the training mode with the putt preview again, but I think what makes me talk during, other than the idea that I'm a streamer, I think the reason that I talk during shots is because I've been doing like challenge videos where I'm filling in the commentary as I go. My first 4 videos on YouTube ended up being shorts, but I was talking through the commentary on that. So I think that's what started me on the train of talking during each of my swings. Dylan coming in. Dylan says putting on putting, not putting. Putting. Dylan, I'm so sorry. Putting on 2K25 is way harder than it was on 23. See, here's the thing. Dylan, welcome, by the way. How are you? Thank you for joining us tonight. Where are you joining us from? I will say, I did not play 23 for long. I switched over to EA Sports because I wanted to play Augusta. So I honestly do not remember the putting. Ooh, that was almost a really good shot. I honestly do not remember the putting that well on 23. I do remember the biggest difference has been the speed at which I remember just the rhythm on 23 being no problem, and I was a faster tempo player, but having to kind of slow down and think evenly for 25 has been kind of interesting. Joined from North Dakota, the Great Plains of the United States of America. Yeah, Bob, much to your point, I will not be joining. I mean, I wanted to get these done tonight because they've just been sitting there, and I know that a lot of the challenges have just like endless, meaningless gear, like just stuff that I won't want. But I know that there's VC and Evo tools to be had, so it's like, all right, I'm just gonna finish them off. The rhythm is a nightmare for me on 25. North of Lux and a long way southwest of me. That's true. Yeah, South Dakota, or North Dakota, pardon me, is even actually pretty west of me even, so you guys have harsher winters, that's for sure. So, okay, that's one Evo tool, and that is if I think of it in the time that I spent earlier on these challenges testing this out, it probably has taken me an hour for all of the Ryder Cup stuff. Knowing that the Barstool challenges are very similar, just laid out differently, I think that it should be fine. Hole out from the green. Do this one. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. We are multi-streaming twitch.tv/LuxDomino, youtube.com. Dylan over on YouTube, new sub here. Dylan, I appreciate you, bro. Just curious, were you just on YouTube looking for PGA Tour stuff? Were you watching some of my YouTube videos? What's up? How did you find us? All right, so I know to get the upper ones first is a little bit easier. How did that... I'm sorry. How did that miss? Same way that almost missed, Lux. I am not considering the apex of the shot, I guess. There we go. And 2K, please, if you're watching, I know you probably aren't. That's all right. 2K, if you're watching, please allow us to hit fast forward once and then it just goes to the end of the ball. Please let us do that. Dylan says, I came upon a suggested page and I've been struggling with the game so far, so YouTube knew to point me in your direction. Well, feel free, man. Check out all of the backlog of our videos. We have some tip videos, we have some challenge videos, so feel free to watch all of our stuff over on youtube.com/@LuxDomino. I think we changed. That said, in about 10 minutes, I'm going to bed. Bob, you need to go to bed, man. 150? We're not in college anymore, Bob. I remember staying up until all hours of the night. Man, good times. All right, further down, 4-iron, little punch through there. So for Dylan and for all of the rest of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. I am what they call a micro swinger. I don't claim to have invented it. There's a lot of other guys that do this technique, but I basically do not do a full swing back and forward. I take the stick only part of the way back and until the animation starts, and then I push forward. So you might be looking at my swing path saying, how on God's green earth are his swings perfectly straight? Bob says, we old codgers don't need much sleep. You know, Bob, I have a feeling that might be true for some old codgers, but I will be getting as much sleep as I can when I'm older. I'm almost 40, so. Dylan says less room to err that way. Yes, Dylan. So basically, for everybody who has trouble with the full swing back and forward, there's a lot of opportunity for A-Dog Gaming coming in on Twitch. Hey, A-Dog, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the Domino Den. I think I said Domino House earlier, by the way. Bob, mark one off on my registry. So Dylan, basically, because I only move this much, like just barely, there's not much room for error on my backswing. And then you're still a young whippersnapper. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. And then even going forward, I have dialed in my shot enough where there's not much play on my contact point as well. So I know a lot of people struggle with finding that bias, and doing a micro swing has just certainly helped for me. There's a video on my YouTube channel about micro swing. So feel free to take a look at that, Dylan, if you are at all curious. A Dog coming in. I'm good. Brought my girlfriend golfing for the first time today. How'd it go? So she had never been golfing before, yeah? Hit 5 trees? I'm sorry. I have to hit the trees? This is rare.
Welcome to the Domino House, Seagander.
Seagander coming in. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Hey mate, love your stream. Would like to be a fan and friend me on Discord. I will friend you on Discord. Sure. Seagander, have you been watching very often on Twitch, or are you coming over from YouTube? What's going on? Welcome. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. A-Dog says she's been in the country club a bunch of times, but never played. So this is her first time ever going golfing. And she shot, God bless her heart, she shot 140. No, for your first time, that is not terrible at all. Jack coming in, watching from the UK. Unlucky in the Ryder Cup, lads. Jack, you know, if it wasn't for ties, I think we would have gotten that. But you're right. We had a not a very good showing. That's all right though. And my apologies to the New York contingent of fans. That does not represent all of America, by the way. I just want to say that. All right, we hit at least one tree, right? So hit a tree and record. I have to really think hard about this challenge then. Yeah, 140 is actually not, I mean, basically, A-Dog, the people that I have taken golfing in real life, I have just told them, your first time, just putt with me. That's enough to get you understanding the rules of golf and all that. Par 72 for the course, yeah. Jack's coming in from Cornwall. Yeah, much to your point, Bob, I've never had a Cornwall pasty. Very similar to something that we have here in Michigan. That's 22 years of actively golfing. You shot 71? Crazy. A-Dog, how old are you if you've had 22 years of... You're probably my age, yeah? Okay, I do not know what we're doing in this. I was just welcoming everybody and being a wonderful host, and then all of a sudden everything just went to poop. I'm going to restart the challenge. So I have to hit trees, but then also get a bunch of yardage off of that. All right, Jack, have a good night, man. Appreciate you coming in. Dylan said, shot my personal best 74 last month, par 72, of course. Nice. Dylan, have you ever kept a handicap? Quite similar to our bridies here in Scotland, but Cornish pasties are usually better quality. Yeah, so we have here in Michigan, for whatever, I don't think there's a large Cornish group here, but for whatever reason, up in the north of Michigan, we have pasties, and they're very much like Cornish pasties. She also A-Dog coming in saying she also now understands why golf makes me mad. There's a great video on oh gosh, I don't remember if it was YouTube or not, but taking a girlfriend golfing versus when the girlfriend is your wife golfing. It was quite funny. Oh, you'll get him next time, sweetheart. Versus the wife, like, you really gonna shoot that? Really? Like, talking a bunch of crap and everything. Love it. A-Dog says I'm a 30 handicap. Oh, you're 30. No, you're not 30 handicap. You are 30. Yeah, anytime you're a positive handicap, man, you're just trying to go pro. Right on, A-Dog. Are you doing local tourneys and then trying to get your card, or have you gone to Q school yet? Or Dylan says, yeah, it's down from is 10.5 down from 15 at the beginning of the summer. Dylan, as long as you're progressing that way, you're golden, man. Keep on doing it. Keep on going. A-Dog says, I want to play against a pro I know I would lose, but being able to keep it pretty close. I mean, honestly, a positive handicap, you're at that point, you're playing the course, and that's really where I want to get to, the point where I can play the course and not have to worry about my swing. I'm playing the course and I'm playing against the course and all of its conditions. And I did not get out much this season, though, and that was my fault. When you're trying to navigate a move, you know, a moving house, not a moving house, but moving house. When you're trying to navigate a moving house. Here it comes. Have you heard of the back off challenge? I have heard of the back off challenge. Yes. I have seen some pretty good ones. A lot of them are just too vulgar. Like, I really like the creative ones. Ooh, so close. When your friend is going up to the tee box, everybody else just rips in salt. Yeah. Get him to back off the shot. Dylan says, I couldn't beat a pro if I started on the green. You'd be surprised, man. It is pretty crazy when you look at the percentages of shots for pros from like 15 feet and in. Accuracy from the fairway to the green it's achievable. Like you can get as close to the pin on that a lot of pros do statistically. It's actually a lot of fun. Yeah, I see. I don't go golfing with friends very often. I go by myself. Bedtime for Bob. Hope you have a good night, Lux. Bob, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful night. Take it easy, my friend. Try and beat that. You will have no problem beating that 5 under on the course. Especially after getting a lesson on what not to do from me, sir. All right, I'm gonna avoid that one. I'm gonna try and hole it in from the green on this one. Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that insults are funny to a point, and then sometimes it's just like, oh, the well-pointed insults on back-off challenges, I appreciate those. So hole out from off the green. Is this a hole-in-one challenge, or is this... Oh, yeah. Hole-in-one. Dylan asked, do you have a streaming schedule? Yeah, so every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. 7 o'clock Eastern. Okay, let me dial this in here. I think our record on these 100 challenges is, I think we got it on 55, was it last time? I also found it really funny with my girlfriend trying to hit my 3-iron. Yeah, it's basically like hitting a shovel. Actually, no, a shovel would be easier because it has a bigger head, but Yeah, 3 irons. I think I saw a video the other day of someone going to the range and saying, hey, can you hit my 3 iron? It did not go well. Yeah, for Dylan and everybody else who's new to the channel, we do a lot of challenge content. We just came back from leading a men's retreat in the fall, so my streaming schedule has not been perfect, but so far, wow, how about I just pull it back a little bit. But normally we do challenge content. We play ranked a lot. So there's a lot of content to be had on the 3 days that we stream on twitch.tv/LuxDomino and youtube.com/@LuxDomino. Okay, boom. I will say having perfect shot on definitely helps this challenge go quickly. She managed to get it to go like 10 yards. That's impressive. I sounded like Jordan Peterson there. That's impressive, you know. Oh, Lord, watch over Jordan right now. Heal his body, Lord. I think we have this dialed in here. If I can actually swing the club. Got to my first hole-in-one in this game. Nice, Dylan. On hole 16 at Waste Management. Yeah, that's a heck of a hole. That's a heck of a hole there. At Scottsdale. Okay. One little bit over, and this should walk right in. Like I said, this should walk right in. Titleist T200 3 iron to pitching and gap wedge. I play Callaway. I always forget. It's not the Apex series. It's the one that was the game improvement iron. It was the same year as the Apex. So I'm a minimalist golfer in real life, so I only play a couple clubs in my bag anyway, so oh, that might be it. Get in. We're gonna barely move the stick to the left. I know, big shout out to Bob Steele over on YouTube for giving us the idea to use perfect swing for these challenges, to roll through them. Man, just not being able to... I think the yardage is right. It's just... Really? It's just the kick of where it's kicking out from. All right, inch over. Nope, not enough. I also have a sandwich and a lob wedge. A-Dog, what's the degrees on your lob wedge? I have found a 62 degree to be really nice from around the greens. Although I have a pretty slow swing speed. Of course, everybody does when they're chipping, but... Dylan says, I've been playing for 8 years, give or take, and I've never been happier with my putter using the Odyssey Jailbird. Nice. Yeah, so when I started playing golf again a couple years ago, Mrs. D, my lovely wife, she said, start with a couple clubs, like you've been talking about this minimalist golf. Start with a couple clubs and see if you like it, and then down the road you can get some more clubs if you need them. So I said, yes, please. And I told her, you know, people really don't change putters very often, so I would like to get my dream putter. And I was able to, she said, absolutely, go for it. So I was able to get Scotty Cameron. So that's my favorite club in the bag for obvious reasons, because it'll be my putter for life. The Rogues, that's what I couldn't think of. Callaway Rogues. I do play a lot of competitive amateur tournaments. My Lob Wedge 64. Yeah, once I realized that it's not about how much you practice, it's about how you practice. My golf game really started to improve, but then I didn't even, like, this year did not get a lot of time in on the range to dial stuff in, to enjoy a round of golf. So, and I ebb and flow. Like usually my short game is pretty good. And I didn't grow up with a driver. Oh, are you kidding me? So, my shots off the tee have always been horrible. Just because I never grew up with it, you know. I played a guy who had a 72 degree. It was the craziest looking thing, but there's really no benefit besides bunker shots. That's true. I mean, if you really need that much help for flop shots, I guess, but I think Rick Shields had a 72 degree. I think one of the clubs he reviewed one time was a 72 degree. Okay, so I go that far. And it doesn't kick left. Just nudge it ever so gently to the right. Oh, it's about time. 51. Yeah, that was about what I think the other one that we did was like 55. He wasn't even very good. Hey, sometimes all you need is like one club to be confident, you know? You can fake it till you make it. Putters I've had in one bag, in the bag at one point. Spider. I have had a Spider as well. Those are nice putters. Scotty Newport. The butter knife. Jailbird is the one I've been most consistent with. Correct me if I'm wrong, was the Jailbird when Odyssey started doing the zero torque lab copies? I don't remember when they started breaking out the Jailbirds. Another hole out challenge? That's pretty crazy. Why? What time is it? I don't even know. 9:10. Good night. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are finishing up, well, hopefully not finished, probably not finishing up, but we are trying to make a dent in these stupid challenges on PGA Tour 2K25. How are you? If we haven't met yet, my name is Lux. I'm a family-friendly streamer. I play a lot of PGA Tour 2K25. Next week, excited to start playing some Battlefield 6. How are you? How was your weekend? Good to see you. Hey, dog, saying my driver's the QI30, QI35, extra stiff. So you're probably a pretty hard swing speed then, yeah? I'm getting older, and I know that I'm losing speed in a lot of my swing, but I just get so aggressive when I get out there. I forget that tempo is more important than speed. I need to do some speed training though, maybe next season.
Welcome to the Domino House, a dog gaming one.
Hey dog, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for the follow. Sometimes it takes 50, sometimes it takes 8. Sometimes it takes 58. Let's go. I should put a timer on how long it takes me. Yeah, they have the stroke lab shaft. and the AI1 insert comes off hot off the face, but once you get used to it, it's buttery. I remember, so I used to work at a Golf Galaxy, 2 Golf Galaxies actually. And when I was working at Golf Galaxy, though, this was how long ago it was, the white hot 2-ball was the thing. And that I could never putt any better than I did with that that 2-ball white hot until I got my spider, and then I was pretty good with that too. 120 average club. Hey dog, what is your secret, man? What is your secret? Yeah, I have a lot of times I have issues with my back. So whenever I do try and unfold it a little bit on the swing, I end up putting the power in the wrong spot, and then it ended up injuring myself. So I need to do some swing training, proper swing training, to get better at adding the power in the right places. Ooh, wow, skied that one. Yeah, it sounds like Tour Pro off the tee. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I was raised, like, my short game is good enough. I would say my putting's probably the best part of my game, but like I said, I didn't have a lot of golf clubs growing up. I had my dad's hand-me-downs, which were great. But that's why I taught myself how to play left-handed, even though I'm right-handed. Well, I'm ambidextrous. But my pop only had a 7-iron, maybe a 9-iron. I don't even think he had a wedge. So I ended up playing like a lot of bump and run shots as a kid, and learning just, short game and irons. And I didn't really play any off the tee until high school. But even then, I didn't have any good training or any kind of lessons. So, oh, please get in. Nope. Not many places I could talk golf shop. I appreciate this. Dylan, anytime you want, man. That is the cool thing about our channel. I wonder how much I'll be talking in. So when we played the Battlefield 6 beta, like I wasn't, because it was the beta, I wasn't trying to level or anything, so I could just talk and carry on. And I was trying to basically give my perspective of how the beta was. So I wonder how much, now that I'll actually be caring about my leveling, I wonder how much I'll talk during those streams. A-Dog says, I've also never gotten an official hole-in-one. I've done it on a simulator, but that doesn't count. I mean, I would say that counts. I mean, as long as the simulator wasn't set up to be, anything weird, like mile high, elevation, and 27 on that one. I think my best shot, my best golf shot ever, pitching it in from like 63 or 60. I mean, I've made putts, like, 30-foot putts, but not very regularly, Okay, making our way around the horn here. Yeah, normal settings for the course. What course was it? Do you remember? I would love to, man, if this channel takes off, I'd love to do some live golf content. When this channel takes off, I'd love to do some live golf content. Even if it's just in the simulator, you know? Because I've been playing virtual golf games pretty much all my life. So then I can say, okay, I'm going to put, let's say, TPC Sawgrass on the simulator and then also on here and play on Legend and see how good I can, how close I can have my two scores and stuff like that, you know? This one, I have a feeling, is going to take a little bit. I got my first 3 eagles this summer, and they were all chip-ins from yards away from the green. Nice! Yeah, nothing quite like a chip-in to get you going. All right, I think I'm going to go to 60. And see how far it goes. Okay, so that's not an option. I wonder if I could do like a 9-iron. I'm trying to think of like a knockdown shot. We were almost in for the first knockdown shot. Sometimes this is easier than trying to dial in like half approach shots. Okay. One more over. Okay, so that hits the pin. Okay, not that much. This is also the benefit of playing all of these with perfect swing. Dylan says, gotta get out of here, ready for bed, Lux. We'll definitely see you soon. I like the atmosphere. Thanks, sir. Have a great night. It is getting late. I need to have like a late night, not like an after dark, because we're family friendly, so it's not like we're gonna curse or anything, but like a mode that once it gets to a certain time of night, top lighting and everything goes red back there. How crazy would that be? How crazy. Incredible. Okay. I think knockdown for sure. Yeah, I mean, because we're zeroing it in. I think it's just a matter of getting the right true shot. So that was over. I am really glad that I'm also a micro swinger because... Oh, I forgot to hit the true shot. Rats. Because it's less... I could do this with the bias on and it still wouldn't be too bad. Oh, I forgot to hit true shot again. Rat farts. Okay, we were on for so many of them. How come we're off now? I guess that's the whole point of a challenge like this, is that you're playing so many shots to get a perfect shot. Like, it's okay, so that was that much. And it hit the pin. That hit the pin again. Nope, under. That flew over, so I need to land it like right here. This is gonna be too short. Oh, I thought it was gonna check. I thought it was gonna stop and check. Ooh. So a little bit further down, maybe? Get on up. Giddy up. So just... Nope. Just into the red. Just into the red on this. Like right here, maybe? This will probably take us... We're at 42 right now. Okay. Let's think of this logically. I know it's a video game and it's not logic. I know I'm not hitting it off because it's on perfect swing. It's bouncing just in front of the cup. So I need to go maybe 89 and then not as much. So 90? We were at 92 earlier, right? Yeah, okay, so if I... Okay, yeah, oh, so... I feel like this is gonna be a little bit more... dialable in? 91? See, I feel like 91 is pretty much right back to where we were with 92. And it's hitting the left side of that berm, so it's just popping up. Nope. I'm so locked in with knockdown shots that I don't want to do anything else. Like, I don't want to go back and try and dial in something with the regular approach shot, you know? That took a wild carom. Alright, so clearly I'm coming in too steep. So I think I will have to go back to dialing in half a wedge. Really? Really? Oh boy. Okay. A poop ton of backspin. How did that not go in? I'm hitting like the very front of the cup. Okay. So let's take a little bit off. Let's take a lot off. And hopefully it rolls in. Like, how does that not stay down? Come on, baby. I'm trying so hard not to get angry right now. Okay, so that's too much. It might take us to the whole 100. See, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, you can sit here and dial it in, and then it's just luck. But I want to be able to take measurable, like, okay, I'm gonna go 99 and then do this and see what happens. Still hits the pin. So I'm gonna go 97. Ugh. All right. Just a little bit. Come on, baby. That wasn't even close. I'm having flashbacks to our hole-in-one challenge a couple of months ago, where I think we got up to 500 shots, at least over 500 shots. At least over 500 shots? This one's it. All right, this one's it. All right, so we're gonna go 98. I don't know if I'd have the dexterity to do this in real life. I would sure love to try, though. Like, talking about doing this on a simulator, forget it. I know you'd take, like, it would take just as many swings. Okay. This one's it. All right. This one's it. Just enough to make you go crazy, right? Short trip. Oh, man. I thought the tree one was difficult. I mean, I've put so much time into this hole, I might as well just try and get it right. Ugh. Ugh. The only bad thing about the Domino Den here is there's no bathroom up here. So for long streams where we have multiple water breaks, I gotta run downstairs. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa. I said Domino House, didn't I? Blessedly, no one's watching that'll keep me accountable here. We are in the Domino Den. So glad you can join us today. We're just trying to knock down all of these challenges. I'm sick of seeing them on my screen. So I thought, you know what? Let's just do them. Let's just get them done. We have the Ryder Cup 1 done. And now we're working on the Barstool Sports one. And we have been stuck on this island green, hitting these shots into the hole. Okay, just a little bit more right here. Just a little bit more right here. Nope, to the right. It's just gonna fluke in. There's just going to be some magical series of events that just fluke this ball in. Like, there's no point in me trying to dial this in because it's just gonna change. Like right there. The other ones we have hit within at least the first try. The first set of 100. Okay, that's just cruel. To go right past it. All right, so we're gonna go to 93. Please be it. We're having fun. We're having fun. Golf is fun. I think these are the closest ones we've had since hitting the flagstick, though, with the knockdown shot. Like, how much? Okay, 94. Overswung. Overswung again. Now I'm just angry. Now I'm just bitter and angry. All right, I'm gonna land it past and roll it back. Land it past. Land it past and roll it. I'm gonna land it past. This isn't fun anymore. Somebody shove an ice pick in my eye. Who came up with these challenges? Why, oh why can't I get the ball in the cup? It is just so unfair. That one's short. Okay, roll in. I'm also just trying to get into a groove so I don't even have to think about it. Knowing that at least one of these, like, because we're on perfect swing, one of these is just going to be the one, because there's no other, like, there's nothing else to dial in. There's no other factor that can make it go off. Except, I mean, there still is, but... We've tried landing it short and rolling it up. We've tried going past the hole and pulling it back in. We've tried dunking it. This is very much like our Chasing Aces series. So many close, but even in that one, there wasn't as many close calls. This one, it seems like there's so many close calls, and it just, something about the shot just doesn't go through. Just trying to be consistent enough so we're so much that I know that it's not anything that I'm doing. Oh, this is infuriating. Because there's not enough spin to send it past the pin and then zip it back. I wonder if rolling it forward. I'm gonna try that. Watch it get in like the second one. This one right here. This one's good. Man, Lux really called his shot the other night. That was impressive. Yeah, it was only his 1000th shot. But man, if you call your shots on every single one, eventually you'll be right. Oh. I feel like it's just tormenting me right now. Like that one? How does that not go in? For those of you just joining us, welcome to the 7th level of hell. No, welcome to the Domino Den. My name is Lux Domino. I am your very frustrated Sherpa of streaming. We are trying so hard to get through all of these challenges so I'd never have to do them ever again. What a time to be alive. I'm also at the point in our stream where I'm getting super loopy. Super loopy. Like, how does that not just roll in? All right, we're going to 90. We're going to 90, and we're going to continue to roll it forward. And we're going to do this until we get it. We've had like 6 different strategies on this. None of them have worked. Probably the most frustrating is that one. Like, how does that not just... think happy thoughts, think... This isn't... This is almost as bad as one of our challenge videos. Like, that's the alternative. Either it goes up short and doesn't roll forward, or it hits the pin and then bounces off just a little bit to the right. Come here often.
I don't like this game anymore.
Welcome to Dante's Inferno. So this is his last shot. 100. Who's up for 100 more? Shall we? So it was at 90. And I was pushing it with a little bit of topspin. So let's go 89 with a lot of topspin. Okay. Maybe that's the ticket. I'm honestly I'm starting to doubt, like, if some of these aren't just perfect, but for whatever reason the game decides to just screw with you on this. Okay, a lot up then. All right. All right. I'm done. I'm going to finish off the night with a ranked match just to cleanse my palate, right? I almost got so mad that I took my glasses off. That's how serious it got. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Or 6 more. Wow. And then I've got all this stuff to do. Training, which really doesn't count. Pro highlights. About halfway through the promos, though, so that, you know, that's nice. All right. Ranked match. Matchmaking. I have to remember that there are more. I'm at 90. I'm at 999. The last time I played ranked was like 2 weeks ago. At the end of the season, let's see if I can get to Eagle 3. Watch there be nobody on. I'm waiting here for like 5 minutes. That'd be really funny. We have Debu for 3. I'm not sure what that means. Ooh, he's a lefty. All right. Not a bad shot. I don't think I've played a ranked match since I've redone my build for Power Drive. This will be interesting. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. I did it again. Welcome to the Domino Den. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are finishing up our stream with a ranked match, trying to get to Eagle 3. We gave up on trying to make a hole in one because I'd rather stick an ice pick underneath my toenail. That's a good shot. Good roll up. Ooh, a little too much. All right, for us, the 7-iron. I pretty much did the exact same thing I gave him crap for, so sorry, bro. I think I'm even away. No, he's away. Just barely, though. 16 feet versus 15. I like his choice of hairstyle, though. The wild... Oh, just missed it hot. Just by a hair. And I missed it to the right. Wow. I was not thinking that initially would go that far to the left, but... Or, I needed to go that far to the left. To be fair, all I was thinking about on that putt was hitting a hole-in-one. Just that same repetitious... Ugh. You know what? We're going to concede because we're nice. Doobie. Or Debo. Is that an NBA thing? Debo for 3? Is there a guy named Debo in the NBA? Does anybody know? Drop in the chat. Thank you. Well, that did not go as planned. Okay. That was a quad perfect, though. See, this is the problem of playing everything straight. Eventually, when I come back to ranked play, my mind is just in straight swing mode all the time. Yeah. Great shot, bro. I hope you concede this for your sake. Nope, didn't cut. Okay, so the putts aren't cutting as much as I think they are. I need to remember that. Okay, down 1 early, not a huge deal. But this is like the closest I've gotten to actually jumping up a tier in a long time, so the fact that it's happening so late in my in my stream. Hopefully I have the energy for it. Let's go. Up 4. Really glad I put that backspin on that. That settled in there nicely. We haven't really seen him make a putt. He missed the first putt on hole 10, so did we. And then we conceded last hole, so high side. Just barely, though. Let's see if he concedes this one to us. No, he's going to make us putt it. This close from being off. That's all right. We made it, and that's all that matters. Boom, boom, boom. So far, it seems like the power drive was a good move. I feel like it's it's holding a certain edge over the competition. But he barely missed out on driving me there.
Welcome to the Domino House, Nairb Namwab.
Hey, welcome, Nubwub. Hey, Numwub. I'm so sorry. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. How do you want me to call you? What do you want me to call you? Welcome to the Domino Den. All right, 17 up. That's 5 plus a little bit, but the wind will help, I think. Ugh. A little too much there. Hashtag friends. Love you, man. Hey. Are we friends? Are we friends in real life? Do you know my alter ego? Well, any way you slice it, welcome to the Domino Den. How are you? I'm gonna guess if you're hashtag friends real life or IRL, you do know my secret identity. And this is probably your first time joining the stream, so welcome. I don't know how I lost that one. I had a really good drive. And so now it all starts coming together. So what would you like me to call you, mystery person? Nair B Nabwoob. All right, so it's 8 feet up, but a little bit of a tailwind. But if I go choked, I'm gonna put choked, but then a little bit of topspin. Nair B. Nair B. Nair B works, right? Perfect. Boom. Nairb? You are really putting me to the test, sir. Well, for those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are finishing up our round PGA Tour 2K25. Trey Forgot coming in. Thanks for the follow, Trey. Appreciate you. How about just Nay? Can I call you Nay? We have not jumped on ranked in a while, friends, so we are finishing up our round here. We're down 1. Our driving has been great. We've missed some of our approach shots, but Nay works perfect. So yes, we have lifted each other up in prayer. Hope everything is going well for you today, Nay. Trey, if you are still hanging around here on twitch.tv, by the way, we are multi-streaming on twitch.tv/LuxDomino and then also on youtube.com/@LuxDomino. Doesn't roll off the tongue as much as twitch.tv. But we do, if Twitch officials are watching, we love it here on Twitch. We don't want to do anything that would break our terms of service. All right, a little bit right to left. The wind is probably... I'm going to pull it back a little bit. No, the wind is going to kill it, I think. Get on up there. All right, I'll... If that stays there, I think that's fine. I also feel like today I've got some sort of cold or allergies going on. I don't know what that's about. Nay coming in with a tier 1 sub.
Back to the Domino House. Nairb Namwab says,
welcome. I am honored, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for the sub. All right, it breaks early. It breaks quick early. I think maybe right there. This needs to go in. No, it didn't break. It didn't break on me. There's a chance he doesn't make this. He made it. All right, we're going to 16. I want him to concede this. I do not want to put this. He's playing mind games. You know what? I'll play mind games with him. Watch, I won't even play the next hole. See what he thinks. Oh, things here. This is why we don't stream this late usually. We get pretty testy. That's a good shot. I feel like that was his power drive. Because he shouldn't necessarily be that far. No, maybe not. No, that's bunker. Pulled it too much. And it's the part of the bunker that is not good to hit out of. Let's see. I don't think it'll run up there. No. I should have done maybe it's so tough to tell. My only chance is if he shanks it here, which he probably won't. Yeah, that's the thing that I've noticed about the power drive since I've added it to my bag is, oh, it's a great shot. Not as accurate. So you're off by a little bit, and it can really throw you off the rest of the match. Yeah, good lag, but not good enough. He might miss this, but I highly doubt it. He made the other one from this length, so yeah, left corner. All right. Well, what did we learn? We learned to not talk while playing. Our friend Bob over on YouTube would be so mad at us. Okay, I gotta go to the wire. 17, 18, and sudden death. Can we do it? Yes, we can. I've gone wire to wire before, so it's not like it's a huge feat. Okay, he left himself short, which is good for us. But I feel like trying to get it close with a knockdown is my only shot at it. And it wasn't even that close. Man, knockdowns really do not roll out much. I had plenty of green to work with there too. I don't know why I didn't think about more. So this puts the pressure on us. Obviously, if he makes it, the match is done. He did. Oh, okay. A little bit of cleanup for him. I have to make this. I feel like it's right there. I feel like it's one cup out. Has to start turning. It was not one cup out. Wow. What a letdown, eh? I mean, we tried. We tried getting a hole-in-one in those silly challenges. We tried beating our opponent here, trying to get to level 3. I mean, he's Eagle 3. Actually, no, he's more than Eagle 3. He is Albatross 3? Is that 14? To be fair, it would have shot us up to a huge amount. But we only lost like 3 little points. So no big deal at the end of the day. All right, friends, that is it. Thank you for joining us here in the Domino Den. Big shout out to Nay. Thanks for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate you. All the guys that have followed. Appreciate you guys as well. We will be back Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For who knows what. I don't know. I might have to film some stuff live on stream for our upcoming YouTube video coming out Saturday, if I get my buns in gear. So we'll see you Thursday right here, twitch.tv/LuxDomino, all that stuff. See you, friends.